Kim flips out in season 14, Keeping Up with the Kardashians preview, and calls Caitlyn shady.
Is Demi's Ruin the Friendship song about Nick Jonas?
And Rihanna slams Donald Trump.
All that and more on today's Rundown. Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirt. So this is kind of shocking, but the robber, as in the person that robbed Kim Kardashian in Paris, has actually sent Kim an apology.
So bizarre.
So bizarre.
But let's kick the show off with a little bit more of a positive twist. Beyonce is supporting Lady Gaga in the sweetest way possible. Y'all, I love it when women are supporting other women in Hollywood. So Lady Gaga has had quite the year, and we get to see how rough it got for her during some pretty painful moments in Gaga's Netflix documentary, 5'2". Earlier this month, she had to postpone her Joanne World Tour due to health reasons, but little monsters are not the only ones sending Gaga love. Her friend and our queen, Beyonce, also took it upon herself to send Gaga a sweet care package that consisted of a comfy Ivy Park merch and some beautiful flowers. So she posted this photo of herself in this awesome sweatshirt, which I want, by the way, with a caption, "Not having a good pain day. Thank you, honeybee, for sending me this comfy sweatshirt. Keeps me warm outside in a hammock so I can be with the trees and the sky and the sun and take deep breaths. Feel so lucky to have so much love." Then she posted a second photo of these beautiful roses and told B how much her influence has had on her career, saying, "If I haven't seen your videos on TV at Grandma's house after I got dropped from Def Jam Records, I would have given up. You inspire us all. The dream you embody kept me going." And I know these two girls have worked together in the past, but a lot of people work together and they go about their own separate careers. But I love that Beyonce is stepping in to be a real life friend for Lady Gaga right now.
I think it's so important to, like you said, support women. It is so beautiful to see. And I also remember when Beyonce, you know, fell pregnant and she ended up not being able to do the Super Bowl, Gaga stepped in. Like that is, I don't know. Their friendship isn't very like highly publicized, but it's also because these are two very classy, sophisticated ladies that have a lot going on in their separate lives. But when they come together, they really come together and they have each other's backs, and I think it's awesome. All right, we're gonna get political here for a second. Donald Trump has been making headlines again, as per usual. There's been a lot going on right now at the White House, but Rihanna is actually really upset that he's not paying a lot of attention to what's going on in Puerto Rico, she says, and she's taking to Twitter to let him know how she feels. Rihanna is slamming Donald Trump for not getting serious about the people of Puerto Rico who are still seriously suffering after all these horrible storms that we've experienced. So the picture that she posted on Twitter shows a magazine with the headline that reads, "No food, no water, no power, no medical care for the dying. Puerto Rico needs more help, Mr. President." And Rihanna posted that picture with her caption that says, "Dear Donald Trump, I know you've probably already seen this, but I just wanted to make sure, don't let your people die like this." Now, Rihanna's from Barbados, which was safe from the most recent Maria that caused so much devastation, but a lot of the Caribbean has suffered major effects from the storms, so this is obviously very close to home for her. Many people have been supporting her online, as well as a lot of other celebrities, as more and more people are starting to realize the actual devastation that went down in Puerto Rico. It's so bad, and the pictures and the coverage is just terrible of like children. It's actually so heartbreaking. These are Americans, so I can understand that that why people are very upset, as I'm sure a lot of us are. I do believe that there are people trying to help, so I don't want to take away from them, because I did see some Navy ships and military and things like that, and there's been a lot of people that have lent planes, both Republicans and Democrats have lent planes. I don't want to take away from the people that are trying to help, but of course, there's always more to be done. What do you think?
Actually, it's so interesting because I tweeted Donald Trump yesterday, "Dear Donald Trump," like same message, not knowing that Rihanna had done this as well, but I feel like there was a lot of press around a bunch of NFL stuff, which I totally understand, but I really was hoping that he would tweet out something as a call to action for people, just to be in the forefront of people's minds, just to donate, even if it's only $5 or $10. I was out there on Twitter. I was using my platform for good because I think it is so important. So if you haven't given yet, I think you should. I think it's really devastating, and you know, I don't think any of us can relate because most of us have never gone through something like this.
And most of us are only realizing it now, which I think is what a lot of people are upset about. And I tweeted something yesterday too, because even I was shocked to find out things just 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But I think that's the biggest issue, is that people just want everyone to be aware you know.
The more you know, the more you can help.
Yeah.
Ooh, a salty Kim Kardashian is coming for Caitlyn Jenner on this new promo for the season 14 premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I can't even believe it's been 14 seasons. That's crazy. But in this clip, Kim is not holding back. As you guys probably know, Kim and Caitlyn, they haven't really talked for a while, as in over 6 months. And in a preview for this Sunday's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we get a closer look at where their feud actually is stemming from when the sisters learned what Caitlyn actually wrote about in her memoir, The Secrets of My Life.
Robert told Caitlyn in secret after OJ murder trial that he believed his friend was guilty.
That's not true. That's not the, like,
What? It's just wild. Dad so believed in him.
Like, to sell a book?
Kim gets even more pissed off and calls Caitlyn shady when she realizes that she lied to her face about what she included about Kim in the memoir.
It is so shady that Caitlyn came over and gave me the book, and then on the phone she said, well, the final version has a few more things in it, but don't worry, it's nothing about you. So she lied to me, because that is about me if it's about our dad.
But Kiki was not done yet. In a confessional, Kim explains why Caitlyn's lies hit so close to home.
But if you talk about my dad, I will cut you. I have always had Caitlyn's back, but she is a liar. She is not a good person.
So we all speculated that there was a ton of drama happening behind the scenes in this family, and I get it. If someone super close to you writes a tell-all book exposing all of your family's secrets, whether they're true or not, I'm sure that's really exploitive for the girls.
Yeah, I think that's like the last thing you expect from somebody, especially like a parental figure.
I know.
And the fact that it wasn't just 1 or 2 people that have had an issue with Caitlyn's memoir, it was like the entire family pretty much. So you know that like there has to be some sort of reasoning behind their feelings, but it's hard. I mean, like, maybe that's really truly how Caitlyn felt. Like, how do you pick sides? Because everyone's entitled to a memoir or a book. Like, if you want to write something, do it. I just think that, like, at the end of the day, family's so much more important than anything else. And I hate to see these girls fighting, especially they have like 3 babies coming. Like, they need to make up because they need all the help that they can get.
They need all the hands on deck. In other Keeping Up with the Kardashian news, actually more specifically Kim Kardashian West news, apparently her robber has issued an apology, but Kim is not here for it. So we're hearing this from TMZ that one of the robbers, whose name was Omar Kadashi, he's issued an official apology to Kim, saying, quote, after observing your emotion and realizing the psychological damages I inflicted, I decided to write to you. I want to come to you as a human being to tell you how much I regret my gesture, how much I've been moved and touched to see you in tears. Now, Kim has not officially spoken out about this, but sources close to TMZ are saying that she is not buying this apology, and as a matter of fact, TMZ thinks that this guy only did this to make the judge feel sorry for him, who's trying him in the case, obviously, because he sent the letter to the judge first, and then the judge forwarded it to Kim Kardashian's attorneys. So even just reading this apology to me, and it was written in French originally and translated, so I'm sure there's some sort of thing that's missing in translation.
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry. I regret my gesture. Like, he'd like bumped her. Like,
I know,
in the hall.
That's probably the craziest part about that statement, but I do think that that's the language barrier, obviously.
Maybe.
But yeah, 100% this guy is trying to get a lesser sentence. It is so obvious. You can spot it from a mile away.
Yeah.
You don't rob somebody at gunpoint and then send them a letter saying like, I'm really sorry, and like, you really touched me by crying. So like, please forgive me.
Forgive me.
Thanks. Okay, you guys, it's the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to speculate. Demi Lovato's brand new song is about Nick Jonas.
I think it is.
So Demi and Nick fans around the world are convinced that the new track, which is called Ruin the Friendship, is in fact about Nick Jonas. So obviously you guys know Demi's in the midst of bringing brand new music to the world, but it is her latest song, Ruin the Friendship, that's got everybody talking, and it's all because of the lyrics. The internet has actually been buzzing with theories that the song is about her longtime friend, Nick Jonas. The two of them have obviously seen their fair share of rumors before. And also in an interview that Demi just did with Noisy, she actually revealed that the same person who inspired Ruin the Friendship also inspired another song of her album called Only Forever, and that is a song about imagining a future with someone you know you're meant to be with. So in the interview, she shared, I was frustrated with a certain situation, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna write about it. And so I did, and I sent the songs to that person, and that was interesting. Anytime you send a song about the person to the person, it's ballsy. It's like, hey, here's my feelings for you. They knew about my feelings, but neither of us had acknowledged them before. And then it turned out that the person had written a song about me, and we exchanged songs.
I really feel like this might be Nick Jonas. Although, I will say, you know, Demi was spotted out recently holding hands with a girl, and none of us really saw that coming. We didn't know that she had been in a relationship with a girl. So I do feel like there might be people in her life who we don't know that she's very close with, but someone who also has a song, and she has a song, and they're friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know a ton of people in her circle that would match all of these things except Nick Jonas. And I don't blame her. I had a crush on Nick Jonas when it was illegal to do so.
I can't even explain to you the level of my obsession with Nick Jonas growing up. There was one time when I first moved to LA that I thought I saw him, and I don't get starstruck.
Yeah.
I just get awkward. But I thought I saw him, and real tears came to my eyes. And my sister was with me, and she was like, are you crying right now? And I was like, what is happening inside of my body? Like, I was absolutely in shock. It turned out not to be him, which just made me cry even harder.
That's so sad.
But yeah, Nick Jonas has always had this crazy appeal to me. I don't know, I can't put my finger on why, but a lot of people are saying that this cannot be about this girl, who she is allegedly seeing. We don't actually even know it all because of the lyrics, and it's very specific lyrics about, you know, this person who she describes liking cigars, and it's like, Nick Jonas is very young, but he has been very open about his love of cigars, which is such a random little tidbit of information.
I don't know many people of any age who smoke cigars.
No.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I think it's him, and I don't blame her. I don't blame you, girl.
Me neither.
I have a crush on him too. So you guys, do you think that Kim Kardashian should accept the robber's apology? I do think there is power in forgiving someone. I do think that's a real thing, but you know, I don't know if this is heartfelt, this apology.
I'm gonna go with the hard no on that one, yeah. And you guys, do you think that Demi's song is about Nick Jonas? Who else can we, you know, speculate that it's about?
I want you to give us a really good sell on who else it could be, because I don't know that there is anyone else.
Yeah, but I might be researching for the next 6 hours to try to figure it out.
Well, you do that. You guys comment. We're gonna go, but we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye.
You guys are never gonna believe what Taylor Swift sent Cardi B. We've got the deets in that box on the left.
Aw, or on the right, get the latest on Kylie Jenner's pregnancy.